Beautiful. 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 Let's turn this down there. Beautiful. 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 Yeah, beautiful. Full of booty. That's your favorite tang.
My favorite thing?
Your favorite tang. It's the word thang without the H.
I got it.
All right, cool. Just making sure. Just want to make sure.
I got it.
Is that what you use for audio?
Yeah,
To this?
to my phone.
Oh, that's smart. Okay. Because
No,
realistically,
that bad.
it might look better to just use your iPhone. Do you want it to be in my shot?
Huh? Is it in your shot? It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
I mean, is that going to bother you?
It won't bother me.
Okay.
It just might look silly.
Okay.
All right. Beautiful. Cheers.
Cheers.
Finally. Hanging
After
out after what? Almost 2 years, maybe?
Actually, it's almost 2 years to the day.
Holy crap.
Almost 2 years to the day.
That's actually crazy.
I got a notification on my phone for memories.
Oh, that's okay.
And one of the photos that we took during that photo shoot, you and what's his name?
Yeah,
James.
James, yeah.
You
James
and James
Maxey.
yeah.
All right, so for those of you that don't know, before we get too into it, this is my good friend Arian Osman. Is that the correct way of saying it?
Yes.
Arian Osman.
Just
Arian.
I go by Arian or Arian. Just don't call me Orion.
Okay, yeah. That's man. If that's like next level of stupidity.
Oh, it happened in 8th grade one time on the announcement.
And you still remember it?
Yeah, it was seventh grade announcements.
Wow.
Towards the end of the day, can Orion Osman please come to the office?
Oh man. Like, well, it wasn't me, so I'm not gonna come. So for those of you that don't know, Orion, just kidding. Arian is the owner and founder and all the things for Osmari.
Right.
Do you have a big team, or is it just you? So.
It's me, but I also have a team in California that does my manufacturing and also the prototyping. Cool. And then I, of course, work with a lot of influencers and photographers, videographers. Yeah. And then there is, on occasion, I hire another data science consultant to do the grunt work of what I'm working on. But besides that, that's it.
Cool. So you're the brains behind the operation.
Yes.
Nice.
COO, CEO, chief data scientist. Yeah.
All the acronyms. And so we just finished doing a house tour. Mm-hmm. So you guys can click up there if you want to see the house tour. But for those that just came here for the conversation, feel free to tell the people what it is about Osmari that you know, why you started it and what it is that you love doing, and like how the fashion industry, you know, called your name.
So the story behind it was that in 2018, I ordered a pair of shorts. I won't tell you what the brand's name is, but I ordered a pair of shorts from them, and they looked good on the website, and the price wasn't, you know, crazy. So I ordered a pair, but very badly made, just poor construction, and the quality, I didn't like it too much, and I said to myself I could do something better. But then also my PhD research deals with data science and the mathematics behind AI, but my focus was primarily on computer vision, which deals with images and video. So my PhD research deals with fingerprints, so there's lots of lines and curves, so I decided to apply that to the male body in order to construct clothing that fits a different variety of shapes of the male form. So one project you know about that I'm currently working on, won't go into detail about that right now because I haven't released the model yet, but it's basically focusing on the physique and the aesthetics of the male form in order to build and size products that are perfect for various frames.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So this project that you've been working on for years now.
About 5 years.
5 years, okay.
5 years.
Are you able to share some like behind the scenes before it comes out?
No, because right now I'm still on the data collection phase,
Okay.
and
the message behind it. You said it's about the male form.
Yes. So I've been recording videos of a variety of men, different angles of their physiques, and waist size doesn't do it by itself. So I wanted to be able to create a computer vision model that where you take a photo or a video, get a real-time sort of sizing implementation as to what size would fit best, what would be the ideal color for them, what would be the ideal fit, and basically construct a larger model that contains a variety of physical features. And putting those together to come up with one big model. So it's a piecemeal process that I'm gathering data for.
Okay. And that's because you have a background in data science.
Yes, yeah.
And
I mean, that's what I do full time. A lot of fun, very challenging, and the fact that I can apply what I learned in school and also what I'm doing for full-time work into what I would consider more of an art. I found it to be a perfect combination because I've always liked art and music, and me getting into this field was inspired by sounds and frequencies in music.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I have a music stand here.
Yeah.
So I was a violinist all through college.
Okay.
I took a modern applied math course in 2003, which dealt with the math behind signal processing,
signal processing.
Yeah, so it deals with analog signals, and then being able to digitize them. But then when you look at signals of sound, when you compare that to images and videos, it's just another added dimension to it. So you have an image that's basically a square of numeric values as opposed to an analog signal where it's time and the value. So it's multidimensional.
Okay, and that's where you got your multidimensional guy.
Yeah, that's where the multidimensional guy name came from, but also one of the mottos I go by is I'm not crazy, I'm multidimensional.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Having a little fun play on words there.
Yeah. So tell me about your YouTube channel and how you came about, with the idea of starting a YouTube channel. I mean, obviously you have Osmari, which already is doing well.
Right.
But the second channel where you are talking to the camera more often,
right.
and you're sharing your opinions and thoughts and feelings and experiences.
Right.
Although there are some things you can't share right now.
Right.
But just for the chance that this content that they're watching comes out after the problems, is there anything you want to share about your experiences?
So for the last few months, I've had more time. I haven't been working as much, and I'll go back to that. But as I had more time, I've gotten into a lot of rabbit holes, and trying to understand what is going on in the political world is affecting my world, and doing some soul searching, researching, seeing what's out there, seeing what conversations are being had, and being part of the LGBTQ community, there is a lot of nonsense out there. I'm more liberal. I'm very much liberal, but the direction that community is going towards is batshit crazy. When it comes to, and this is very controversial, but when it comes to like pronouns and the definition of a man and a woman and all these things, and me being part of the G in the LGBTQ, certain ideologies are negating what I am. And because of that negation, and it's also minimizing the experiences that I've had to encounter as I was growing up into the present. So me being direct, but also empathetic when I need to be. But when I need to be direct, I'm very direct, and it may be offensive. And I offend my mother on purpose, and that's just fun. But but I tell it like it is. I have a brain for a reason. I'll have my own opinions. I don't believe I fall into any category of thought, and I have my own values and how I was raised. But when I see something being put out there being ridiculous, I'm going to call it out because I'm allowed to do that. And when people are taking things to the extreme, and when they do that, when they take things to the extreme, it also has a cost to it.
Consequences?
Yeah, cost, consequences.
Cause and effect.
And it's like we have a phrase in my language, my family's from Afghanistan, but in my language, if you give somebody a hand, they take the whole arm. There's that sort of thing, and I think that's what's going on in the LGBTQ community, and I'm initially calling that stuff out while also relating it to the stuff I'm personally going through.
Damn. Okay.
Right.
Well, hopefully, the next time we talk, there'll be some updates or.
Yeah, there will be some updates, but I'm also that channel. Also, I'm a mathematician, data scientist as well, and I'm just offensive in general. So I'll be having some projects that are more risque, a little bit hilarious, since I do have a sense of humor, and I'm one that I'm a person that can make fun of myself. And that's
important. That's important. You have to. If you can't make fun of yourself,
you can't make fun. Yeah, make fun of other people.
Right.
So that's another motto that I go by. So I don't get offended very easily.
That's good.
And when people say things to me, I determine what the intent behind it is. And if it's a negative intent to it, then that's when I may take offense to it. But if it's somebody joking or just somebody just shooting the shit, I'm not really bothered.
Okay, that's good. So you are a voice of the reason in the LGBTQ community. I'm
just starting out this channel. I just recorded a video yesterday, and did some light editing, but I'm going to be posting that within the next week or so.
Okay.
But I have another idea for a video that I'm probably going to film on Thursday, and that's not necessarily dealing with the political side of the LGBTQ community, but more so in my offensiveness when it comes to my perverted sense of humor.
Good.
Right.
Good. Well, amen to that.
Right.
I would cheers, but I just finished my drink, so.
We can get you another one.
True. We could do that. Well, the audience doesn't know that we have done at least one collaboration before in the past.
Yes.
It was a different time in my life when things were going, probably a little better. But
they're going okay for you now.
Yeah, kind of, sort of,
okay.
depending on when they're watching this. Correct. I'd rather be dead.
Oh no.
I need to do a podcast very soon about my bike accident where I got hit by a deer. And,
I remember that.
And died for an hour or two. But since I haven't told that story yet, I can't really talk about it yet because they're going to be like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
But yeah, and that's why I have a deer here.
Oh, that's new.
Well, the deer tattoo is from the deer accident.
Yeah, but I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, okay.
The last tattoo, the new one was the heart.
That's true. Yeah, the heart was like fresh.
Right, the heart was fresh from the last time we got together.
Okay, true. I'm gonna try to find a video of us in Arizona to put here, so for like a little reference.
I still have some of the raw footage from Arizona.
Okay.
So I probably can send you something.
Okay, cool. But yeah, with that being said, I'm looking forward to the YouTube channel that you're building.
Right.
Hopefully we can do a collaboration on your page.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't necessarily know what I have to offer your audience.
I have some ideas.
Okay.
I have some ideas.
Okay.
That my perverted sense of humor, that's where you could probably be of good use to it.
Absolutely. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me come over and film your house and let the audience see what you do behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
maybe we can pour one more drink and see if anything interesting comes from it.
Yeah, we can.
We'll take a few seconds to refill the drinks, but
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. All right, we're gonna clap and we'll be right back. Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1. Close enough.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our drinks are refilled.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
And I rarely drink anymore, so it's a nice little treat.
Yeah, I don't drink much.
Trying to get in shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you work out more?
I've been working out a whole lot more. My mom called me a fat ass in March of 2022, and
That's like last year.
that was last year, like a year and a half ago, and I was turning 40 that year, and I said, okay, yeah, I know. And since I was also turning 40, I said, yeah, I better take care of myself a little bit more.
Okay.
So I hired a personal trainer. He's now like a really good friend of mine, Bruce.
Cool.
Nicest guy in the whole world. Very knowledgeable. He's vegan, but you wouldn't think he's vegan because you don't see too many vegan bodybuilders and all that stuff. He has that aesthetic physique and just a nice guy all around, but also been doing a few other athletic exercises and with various trainers as well. So I dropped 40 pounds, and then now I'm bulking, and now I'm about 157, 158. So I'm going to gain about 5 more pounds, and then I'm going to cut. And the joke about that is that when I lose weight very, very fast, my mother said one time, Aryan, you lost so much weight, it looks like you have AIDS.
Oh,
and
man.
I started laughing because it's a joke, but I was cracking up so much, and it's just how my body reacts when I'm cutting and gaining. It's very easy for me to gain weight and lose weight.
Oh, wow.
But it's very, very hard for me to gain muscle, so it takes extra work.
Well, you have a whole gym in your room now.
I have a whole gym in my room, but I set that up in 2014 because I'd imagined that I would...
2014?
2014, and I had imagined I would roll out of bed and start working out, but I'm not a morning person.
Well, rolling out of bed doesn't imply morning.
Yeah.
Rolling out of bed anytime.
Well, me rolling out of bed, if I'm in that bed, it's nighttime.
Okay. That's normal.
Nighttime, and yeah, like normal person. You wake up in the morning, roll out of bed in the morning, and first thing you do in the morning is work out. But
because it's right next to your bed.
Yeah, it's right next to my bed.
You sleep in a gym.
Yeah.
You don't have a gym in your bed. You sleep in a gym.
Yeah.
And you don't work out much.
Well, now I do. So now I do.
Just not in the morning.
Yeah, in the afternoon. But actually, when I work out with my friend Bruce, I need to work out with somebody.
I mean, not really. You have a gym in your bedroom.
Yeah, but I need somebody.
Or a bedroom in your gym.
I need somebody to yell at me. I need somebody to yell at me.
Well,
and I need motivation.
Then why'd you build a gym in your bedroom?
Because I was thinking that I would have.
You could have put that money into a membership. Or you could have paid a personal trainer that much money.
But I'm about convenience too.
Apparently not. You need someone to yell at you.
I need somebody to yell at me. Yeah, but they can come to my house and yell at me. I don't have to go to them.
How often do you do that?
When I was working with Bruce, he came to my house 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so it was very, very good. But
just to work out in your room?
Yeah, we worked out together in my gym area. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean,
there's no kinky things going on there.
No. It definitely looks more like a gym than a bedroom.
Right.
Like this area right here is more so like your bedroom right here would be cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then this stuff over there would be cool too, because that would like double as like a podcast area and a gym, and this would basically be your bedroom with a dope ass TV.
Yeah, but I also want to add a kitchen, so that's
that's I mean, I would say like personally, if this was my place, this is my bedroom.
I can't have a bed because based on what you were saying, the kitchen would be right next to the bedroom. Right in the middle.
Not really. There's a whole like pools table area. There's a hallway.
See, the kitchen
would be against the wall, right?
Yeah, the kitchen would be against that wall. That wall there.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you have to build a kitchen next to an area that has flowing water, has plumbing.
Oh, so the podcast area is not for the kitchen?
It is, but the other side. The other wall is connected to the bathroom, so that's where the kitchen is going.
Got it.
And so I would have like maybe
The right wall.
Right.
Got it. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess what I'm saying is I more often roll out of bedroom. So I more often roll out of bed to my computer more so than the gym. If the gym's over there and you have to go to like if you have to walk to your gym, it's more like okay, it's time to go work out. When it's right next to the bed, like for me, my area where I work out is right next to my bed, which is why I don't work out much. Because
well,
people think I work out a lot. I don't.
no, to me, well, you talked about your computer and all that stuff. There's a reason why my computer is there and my bedroom is all the way over there.
You don't like working.
I love working, but if my computer was close to my bed, I wouldn't get any sleep because my brain keeps on going. So there's a reason why my work area is here, separate from the bedroom.
I roll out of bed, I go right to my computer.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that. I take.
But you also don't roll out of bed and go to the gym, which is right next to your bed.
But
so
when
it sounds like you don't use your bedroom.
I do use my bedroom. I do use my bedroom. But when I roll out of bed, if I'm working out with Bruce in the morning, I drive to the gym there. But if there are days where I can't work out with him,
you drive to a gym.
I have 2 other memberships.
But you have a gym in your room.
Yeah, so I have Lifetime Fitness, and then I have this gym that's close to my house, and this gym.
Why do you have a gym in your room?
But that's weights. That's weights. I have a rowing machine and I have a spin bike, but the gym that's close to my house I only use for the stair climber and the treadmill.
Okay.
And the gym that's at Lifetime, it has the indoor pool, it has the weights, it has yoga, it has everything there. So there's a reason behind having having everything.
Okay. I'm just making fun of you for having a gym in your bedroom.
But I also like people watching while I work out.
Yeah, it'd be like if I had a studio in my bedroom, which I do, and I went somewhere else to film content. Like, why?
I don't know. But I mean, everybody organizes their home to the way that it suits their needs.
No, you should design your room to the way I like it.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. You don't always get what you want.
Oh, man, shoot. All right, well, tell me about this project that you need me for or want me for. I haven't agreed, but tell me about it.
Okay, so...
is there a monetary...
It can be, because the video that I'm filming is... The first one is the right way to measure your penis from a mathematical standpoint.
Okay.
At least 50% of the world are men. The other 50 are women who do know men, and they don't know the right way to measure.
Okay.
And this is my opinion from a mathematical standpoint, and doing it with the typical measurements. But then you come in. There are 2 videos that would be associated with this. One would be actually doing that same measurement on a person as opposed to a phallic object, cucumber or banana.
So you can teach someone using a banana because at least it's almost the same shape as some people.
Yes.
But a phallic person is like at least a human.
Yeah, and human. And people like to see things done on humans when you're measuring something that's attached to a human. But I came up with another way for an even different measurement, which, I mean, you wouldn't be showing the goods, of course. I mean, everything would be blurred out, but it's a little bit unusual. And I think it would be quite interesting for this new measurement, and you could be used for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do need someone to pay my rent, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a fun project, too. I mean, and that's where my perverted sense of humor comes into play.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, it's not just like things.
And unfortunately, I have crossed the line on the internet of content that I'm worried about. I made, you probably know, most people know, I made one video that the internet destroyed. Because it was awful video. I made an awful video. I said awful things. And I've learned my lesson. But now the problem is I can't really be someone that's like, oh, I don't do bad things. Because there's a video out there that you can go see me doing terrible things. So I've crossed the line of like, oh, I'm worried about what people are going to think about me. Because people already think I'm a terrible person.
Well,
I know I'm not, so I'm not too worried about it. Eventually... all I have to do is just make content that people might enjoy eventually. You know what I mean?
I think this new idea that I have, it's interesting, it's engaging, but I think people will get laughs out of it.
That's good. That's important.
And even though it's a new way of measuring things, it still makes people question what the measurements are. So it's sort of a good balance there,
Okay.
and can be quite interesting. But stuff like that I come up with all the time, and there are ways to extend it even further. But when it comes to anything related to math, science, measurement, statistics, and all that stuff, I try to find my own perverse way of fusing my knowledge with my sick-mindedness to a certain extent, to the point where it would offend others.
True.
Yeah.
So to put a little bookmark, this is one thing I like to try to do with interesting people is I'm going to pull up the trending topics on X, otherwise formerly known as Twitter.
Yes.
The trending topics today.
Did you hear the news that he may do monthly a subscription price for even just regular users?
Huh.
I just saw that news article today.
But you can subscribe to people on Twitter.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like even if you have your own account, like you may have to pay a monthly fee.
Oh, to post.
because he wants to prevent bots, and that's like the only logical thing that people can
Interesting, yeah.
implement.
I haven't heard about that, but I probably wouldn't use it if I had to pay. Trending music is Naira Marley, which is probably Bob Marley's daughter. I haven't heard of her, but man berates his sister for playing a... Okay, not important. Sports, Lazio. I don't know who Lazio is, so never mind. Trending, had sex with a 3. Oh. It's just like a list of things you have done and haven't done. Trending, Clapper.
The Clapper, the thing that you
The
go like this.
Biden administration has appointed James Clapper. Not important.
Important.
Taylor's Version Vault, 1988. Oh, the Eras Tour, not important. João Felix, not important. Dude, nothing. Oh, misdemeanor? That could be interesting. Rihanna is trending. Let's see why. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's a cool question. In 10 years, I want to have already started my family and have some business of my own. A fashion line, a makeup line, and I still want to be doing what I'm doing at a much bigger capacity by the grace of God. Huh. She spoke that into existence, that's for sure.
Isn't she like only 30 now?
I don't know how she is. Good question. Hey, Siri. How old is Rihanna?
Rihanna is 35 years old.
Oh, wow.
So 5 years older than you thought she was. But she has 2 kids. I thought she only had 1, but her and ASAP already have 2 kids. And she's a big billionaire, so. Okay, these are not very interesting. Susan Collins actually is kind of interesting, right?
Which one is she? Oh, the, yeah, I was going to say something, but yeah,
She's in the Congress, I think. Nothing interesting about
the
her.
one that shakes.
I thought she was the American Idol. Oh, she.
No, I remember Susan Collins. She was one of the Republicans with the whole Trump era thing.
All right, well, my idea to open trending topics on Twitter did not work at all. That was a fail. But, oh well.
Well, I mean, there's...
you win some, you lose them.
Okay, so since we can't find that, let me ask your opinion on this.
Okay.
What do you think of the whole neo-pronoun thing?
Neo?
Yeah, have you heard of the neo-pronouns?
Like they, them, he, hers.
Zers and all that stuff?
I mean, I identify as your friend.
Yes.
Your/friend.
Oh, goodness.
Or if my girl's watching, I identify as your/man.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you are a YouTuber, I identify as your/cameraman. Or if you are a dispensary, I identify as your/bud tender. If you're a restaurant, I identify as your/server.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a porn star, I identify as your/editor.
There you go.
And then if you give me any problems, I identify as don't / fuck with me.
Hyphenated?
Hyphenated, yeah. Don't / with / me. Or identify.
That was the best way of avoiding my question. So that's so good. I love it.
I learned when I moved to LA, February 2020, right before COVID. One of my friends, I forget their name at the moment, but I used to say he, and they would be like they. And then smile very, very happily they were proud to correct me to the point where after 2 or 3 times they didn't have to be corrected because I just didn't refer to this human unless it was like past or future,
right?
Because they is past and they is future. Like, oh, they did that, past tense.
Right.
Oh, they're gonna do that, future. Never present tense, because present tense is, oh, I'm not sure where they are is confusing sometimes, because I would usually be like, oh, I'm not sure where he is. Super
right.
normal. So I just
where they is, yeah.
I just dropped the present tense and went with past, because I was like referring to them as they. It was easy. Past tense. Oh yeah, they did that. Or future. Oh yeah, we're going to do that. They are going to do that with us.
Right.
So they just didn't ever exist in the present tense.
No, my thing with the neopronouns is very simple. First of all, I'm not an unreasonable person. If I know you, and if you want to be called something else, I'll call you whatever you want to be called. If I know you. If I know you or work with you or whatever. When it comes to the point where you are having these unrealistic expectations on strangers, on people who may not agree with you or what have you, and not as inclusive, I would call it. That's where I take issue to it, because me growing up in an immigrant household, I mean, first of all, I was in ESL up until I was in 2nd grade.
ESL?
Yeah, English as a second language.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, English as a second language. And even though I was here since I was I wasn't born in the U.S., but even though I was here since I was
What's your first language?
My first language is Pashto. My second language is Dari. My third language is English.
Wow.
But
wait, can you say hello? My name is Ari.
Salam. Ma'arianasam.
Okay. Isn't salam is also like Iranian?
Yes, it's
shalom.
Well,
shalom is Jewish.
Yeah, but they're kind of cousin languages. But
like shalom chashal hasti. Oh, shalom choshkal hasti is hello, you're beautiful. In Farsi.
Hasti, yeah.
Farsi is shalom choshkal hasti.
We say Dari and Farsi, they are very similar languages. Dari is in Afghanistan, Farsi is Persian.
Yeah.
The Persian language has more influences from other countries.
Okay.
They say merci for thank you, for example, because the Moors and all that stuff that migrated from Spain and in that area.
Do you know what duhtare means?
Duhtare? Daughter, like dohtad.
No.
We say dohtad daughter.
Oh. It's a slur in Farsi.
Oh. Oh no!
Apparently, that's what I was taught. And like, mama nikam mikuna, mama is mama nikam mukun, some of that mama nikam mukunam or something like that. It's like
doing something. Somebody's doing something.
I forget exactly how to say it, but it's like mama nikum nukunam, something like that.
Mekonim. We say mekonim.
Okay.
Not mikunam. It's so you see.
Almost,
it's
like I have.
similar.
This is like a fever
it's
dream.
like I'm going to do it. That's what mikunam means. I'm going to do it.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I retained this language because my ex is Russian and Persian, or I would say Iranian, Russian and Iranian. But she taught me like enough Farsi to like be rude and also complimentary.
Well, even though English is my third language, here's a cute little story. I'm not sure you heard this one, but I was born in the UK. My family came to the US under refugee status because the war with Russia and Afghanistan. So the rest of my family was here in Northern Virginia. So that's when my mom, dad, and I came here into Northern Virginia. So I've been here for almost 41 years. But I had a babysitter that spoke Pashto. My parents were speaking Dari with me, and I was going to a daycare or a school that spoke English. I couldn't really talk until I was 3 years old, and
Three different languages going in your brain.
well, but also, and for a long time, because I was just screaming and all this stuff, my parents thought I was and
Probably still do.
they took yeah,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
no,
I'm just
that's-
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think if I did my next act, I would be canceled, but I'm not going to do it. But
Well, we're very good at being canceled here.
my name is George, stuff like that. But no, my parents took me to a doctor, and the doctor said, no, nothing's wrong with him. He's just confused.
Oh.
So stick to one language, and he'll be okay.
Makes sense.
But at the same time,
Did you agree as a kid? Like, yeah, dude.
I didn't know any
Okay,
better. I was
okay.
3.
3. Oh, true. Yeah.
But then what was happening was that I was still going to school, and my parents were also learning English at the same time as well. So I was in ESL for that reason up until second grade.
Golly.
And so when
Second grade is what, 10 years old? No.
Second grade is like 7.
7, okay.
6 or 7. But to this day, people ask me where I'm from because I have a small little accent. You can hear it. I don't speak perfect English, but you can hear when I say certain words or put sentences together. And that accent is basically from speaking broken English with my parents as I was growing up.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
yeah, it's a fun little story.
So you're
but
trilingual.
I would say that I speak maybe 1.6 languages, but with 3 different languages. If I were to numerically compute.
So you're like conversational in all of them.
I'm like a first grader in Dari, and then maybe like a toddler in Pashto.
Okay.
I can read the letters and sound them out in our language, so it's like a first grader.
Okay.
But I
'cause
I can understand it more than
people
I
that are
speak it.
trilingual. No, sorry, I should say, people that know 3 languages are trilingual.
Yes.
People that know 2 languages are
Yeah, but
duolingual. No, fucking
bilingual.
bilingual. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna restart this again. People that know 3 languages are trilingual. People that know 2 languages are bilingual, and people that know 1 language are American.
Yeah, so this is a debate. It depends on how much of that language you know. If you speak fluently,
It's a joke that I just didn't say very well.
yeah.
It's supposed to be a joke.
No, I know.
Because like if you know 1 language, you're American, meaning like
American.
English. But there's a lot of Americans know more than 1 language. It's just a funny joke.
Yeah.
3 try, 2 buy, and 1 it means you're American.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of Americans that only speak 1 language.
English.
English. That's
Yeah.
it.
So
That's
the joke is you're American if you only speak English. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Uh-huh.
ha. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to put a little bookmark in.
Yes, sir.
And if you guys are interested in any more content, you guys can find him at the multi-dimensional guy or Osmari.
That's right.
I'll put him down below if you're interested in. If you see me on his channel, no, you didn't. I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny.
No.
All right. Well, until next time. Thanks for joining me.
Yes, sir.
See you soon.
Great time.
Peace.
See you guys. That was good.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you consider it anymore.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna.
You can bleep it out.
Yeah,